Hi, I'm the Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at www.beautyprofessor.net. Today, I am excited to be sharing a brief hair demonstration and tutorial featuring the O Hot Roller System by Cloud9. And Cloud9 is a luxury hair care and hairstyling tool line known for cutting-edge, scientifically generated products that are state-of-the-art when it comes to taking care of one's hair. Truly, the O Hot Roller System feels like it's straight from the future. It's extremely space age, both in design. As you can see, it's this slanted circular, thus implied by the name, O-based pod, if you will. And the set comes with 12 curlers of varying sizes, which I'll be sharing with you momentarily, as well as 12 clips to fasten the curlers to one's hair. Now, I have professed my affinity for hot rollers many times over, both on my YouTube channel and in my blog. I find that with my very thick, long, straight hair, and this is the longest it's been in a very long time, that if I want to do anything extra special to my hair in the mornings when my time is excruciatingly limited, like it is for many, then hot rollers are my best option because as soon as I apply them, I can go on to doing all the other things that I need to do to get ready in the morning, and then when that's finished, I can remove the rollers and be out the door. The entire Ultimate O set from Cloud9 is housed within this incredible hat box shaped container that effortlessly holds all 12 curlers and the clips, as well as a bottle of the Amplify spray, which is intended to be a pre-treatment spray for your hair to amplify the power of the rollers in your hair and make sure that your curls are as voluminous as possible and as long-lasting as possible. Additionally, because the container, albeit incredibly streamlined, is a bit cumbersome to put into the area of my camera, I'll make sure to insert still life photos featuring the major components of this ultimate set, which, by the way, retails for $399. And on to the demonstration. So as I mentioned, my hair is in a very straight state right now, and I washed it last night, so it's not particularly squeaky clean, nor is it what I would classify as desperately needing a washing. It's the perfect time for me to experiment with these curlers. So here's how this works. I have plugged in my O, and I am turning it so that you can see this blue light, which indicates that the mechanism is actually powered on. From that point, I'm going to select my curler. I'll show you very specifically the curler size option. So here's the largest curler, and this one is something I would use either on the top of my head to create a soft curl, or maybe towards the back where there's a lot of hair here and I want to just roll it up in a more girthy curler. Then there is the medium curler. I'll hold these two side by side for contrast. And this medium curler is great perhaps for the sides of the head, and that's where I will use them. And then finally, we have the smallest curler, the baby curler, which I will use for the lowest part of my hair where there's just a little bit of remaining hair needing to be curled at the end. You could also use this, obviously, to create a tighter curl because the diameter is much smaller than either of these. What's about to happen next is nothing short of some kind of magical alchemy. I was completely floored the first time I did this. All right, so I'm going to take my medium-sized curler, which I intend to put in the top of my hair here, and I'm going to drop it. I have to hold this so you can see this. The indicator panel, which you'll see change colors momentarily, I'm going to drop it into the pod. Now, it beeps and the green light is telling me that the curler is heating up. It's ready now. It's reached optimum heat within this 2.5 to 3 seconds that has passed. And now this curler is not hot to the touch because it's got this Velcro-esque outside exterior. However, you can feel the heat emanating through. It's not uncomfortable. It's totally easy to work with, but it's so hot right now. I am completely floored that it heated up so quickly. By the way, the pod itself doesn't emit an ounce of heat. It's not warm in there whatsoever. So there is some kind of scientific magic going on. All right, so I've already brushed out my hair today, and I'm going to just take this top portion of hair. You can see it's not a whole bunch, but it's enough for the curler, which is, by the way, still warm, and it stays warm for an inordinate amount of time. I'm going to reach up, take the ends, my tips, and I'm so sorry you can't see what's going on, but I'm just wrapping it. Try to get down here, and I'm wrapping it back into top of my head like so. And then I'm going to take a medium-sized clip, and the clips do vary. And I'm just going to clip it into place like that. And it's actually very secure and very comfortable. My head has grown inches. All right, on to the next curl. I've decided that I'm going to use these smaller curlers, all 4 of them, on the sides of my hair here, where I can fit 2 on either side. So let's watch this happen again. I'm going to drop it into the pod. It's blinking, it beeps, and in a moment that curler is going to be completely hot, and there it is. Now, to show you the difference in contrast, here is a curler that's completely hot. It changes to a red dot in the center, and this is one that has not been placed in the pod yet. So the red lets you know that it's ready to go if you were uncertain in the slightest bit. Okay, this might give us some more purview here. Okay, this might give us some more to view. Now I'm just twisting and wrapping it towards my head. And this is typically the way I like to direct my hot rollers. Taking a clip and pinching it to place. It is remarkably, significantly secure feeling here. Time to heat up another small curler. I've dropped it into the pod. It's blinking, it's beeping, it's ready to go. That is real time heating up for each curler. And truly, I wondered when I got this set initially if it would be time effective, because I'm used to all of my hot rollers heating up simultaneously. But because it is so quick, it's by the time you've dropped it into the pod, it's ready to be placed in your hair practically. I'm finding that time is not an issue. There's a curler. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the front hair, and then I'll show you a little bit about how I intend to put these rollers into the back. I'm moving to the back of my hair, and I'll try to get farther back from the camera so you can get a sense of how the application process is going. I am taking a large roller in this case, which I intend to use at the top crown in the back of my hair. So I'm dropping it into the pod. You can watch it heat up very quickly. Beeping, flashing. And it's reached maximum heat. So I'm just going to leave it in the pod while I section off this hair. This long, about this thick, so you can see. And then I'm going to roll it into place, starting up at the top here, always making sure to tuck the end in, and then rolling towards my head under like so. And then I'll anchor it in place with a large clip. And it's completely secure. So I found I only needed 2 curlers in the back hair, and this is the final, the third curler that I will be putting on in the back of my head. Eating the last curler, dropping it in the pod, watch it in action. This is real-time curler heating going on. And it's hot. So now I will take this back hair, start up here, and start rolling it back and under until it's reaching the nape of my neck, and I can secure it at the base of my neck with my final clip for today. And the brief waiting process begins. So as I'm giving these hot rollers some time to create the curl in my hair, I'll tell you a little bit about my experience thus far. First off, the pod is simply stunning. The fact that it heats up each individual roller so quickly is just fascinating, and I am completely impressed by that process. Additionally, the rollers are not hot when they're in your fingers and you're putting them into your hair, but they are intended to get hot in your hair once they have been rolled in. So I feel the warmth in my hair, though it's not uncomfortable in the slightest bit, but it wasn't too hot to put into my hair by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it didn't really feel hot at all. Because they are Velcro based with a very light inner structure, they feel very comfortable in the hair. I don't feel like it's too heavy. I could be running around the house, which is completely normal for me in the mornings, getting ready, and I would trust emphatically that these would not go anywhere. They feel very secure because they are light and the clips anchor them into place perfectly. I've had these rollers in for about 10 minutes now, and I think that that is a fair amount of time to give these a proper trial, because that is essentially the amount of time that I leave hot rollers in my hair in the mornings. And I'm going to go ahead and start taking them out. And like any set of hot rollers, I always make sure to remove from the bottom first. I've just unclipped the clip, and I'm going to begin unrolling the Velcro roller. Beautiful wave, not ultra curly, but extremely bouncy, and the wave and body that has been created is resilient feeling. You can see the bounce there. Love it. And here is the full result from removing the curlers. I spared you the process, but I will say that none of my very long hair tangled up in any uncomfortable way with the Velcro. The Velcro seemed to help resist tangling and made the removal process a simple one. Now, this is a very full, voluminous effect. If I left it in for probably another 10 minutes, equaling 20 minutes, which is standard for hot rollers if you're looking for a full curling experience, I would venture to say my hair would be significantly curlier. But I actually prefer, when I use hot rollers, to achieve a voluminous look rather than an inordinately curly one. I tend to part my hair in the middle, so I'll try to give you a full sense of how my hair would come out on a normal day. You can see the fullness. It went from being bone straight to completely full, and it has light. Because of the positioning of my camera, I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to see all of my hair and how full it's become in that less than 10 minutes with the O. But here it is in its entirety, bouncy, full, voluminous, and definitely brimming with life. Those of us who have very long, very thick, very heavy, and very bone straight hair can all relate to that quest for volume, fullness, and a light curl. And if your hair feels resistant to curls, I highly recommend the O by Cloud9 experience. This is not only a super simple set to work with, the cutting edge technology behind it makes it infinitely interesting, and I love the effect on my hair. All in all, I highly recommend Cloud9's The O as the ultimate curler styling set for those on a quest for a luxurious hair experience. I would love to know if any of you have tried any products from Cloud9, because they are consistently well regarded both on blogs and on videos I've watched. And as always, I welcome your questions and comments on this video. Please don't forget to visit me at my beauty blog, Beauty Professor, which can be found at www.beautyprofessor.net. Take care.